Are you watching this video in an apartment with 5 roommates? Or maybe from the comfort of your childhood bedroom? If you're like me, you spend a lot of your free time scrolling through home listings. Hours spent scheming and daydreaming about the day you'll finally have a place to call your own. It's okay. But how do you go from home scroller to home owner? Let me show you. I promise, it's simpler than it seems. Hello, future homeowner, and welcome to the Red Desk. Okay, so buying a home is exciting. It might seem daunting at first, but the home buying process doesn't have to be complicated, I promise. The Red Desk is a place for sharing everything there is to know about homeownership, a compendium of knowledge that will demystify the process, what you need to know, and what to expect every step of the way. You are ready to buy your first home. You've got that down payment burning a hole in your pocket. You've spent hours, days, months combing through online listings and virtual tours. But beyond some daydreaming and maybe some napkin math, you haven't got a clue how to buy a home. In this episode, I'm going to cover the basics you need to know to navigate the home buying process, from pre-qualifying for a mortgage to having your keys in hand. In subsequent videos, I'll be digging deeper into a lot of the concepts and terms covered in this introduction. Be sure to subscribe and follow me down the home buying rabbit hole. Buying a home is a little like heading out on safari, but instead of gawking at lions, you're taking a tour of homes and drooling over kitchen islands. And just like a safari, the home buying process has expert guides to help you along the way. Meet your mortgage lender and your real estate agent. The first step on your journey is selecting your mortgage lender. Think of your mortgage lender as a trusted advisor. They'll help you assess your financial health, tell you what you can afford, and sort out all the stacks of paperwork. Remember, be upfront. The more information you give, the better they will be able to guide you down the right path for your goals. During this step, you'll see the terms pre-qualified and pre-approved. The definitions are simple, but easy to mix up. Remember, this is a safari, not a cruise with an all-you-can-eat buffet. I'm looking at you. Buying a house requires a bit of effort on your part. You're going to need to put a lot of stuff together, but your lender isn't the only one making lists for you. Check out the checklist in the description below and save yourself some time by arriving prepared. Quick side note, your credit score and outstanding debt are going to play an important role here. So if what happened in Vegas ended up on your credit card, you should probably sort that out before you start looking at home. No two buyers are the same, so be honest. That way, they can help you find the right type of loan for you. Of course, your lender will tell you how much they're willing to lend you, but it's not always wise to borrow the full amount. Just because you can technically afford it does not mean you should buy it. Be mindful not to stretch your budget or spend all your cash on a down payment. Unexpected costs may pop up after you moved in. When you're out there searching the real estate wild, you've got to be prepared for anything. The next character you'll meet on your trip is your real estate agent. They'll guide you through the wilderness on your safari and help you avoid any pitfalls and wrong turns along the way. Consider them your translator, local guide, and negotiator. So a good agent won't just send you property listings and schedule showings. They'll have expert insight on everything from schools to the best restaurants, and even suggest other places you might want to check out on your adventures in home buying. Real estate agents can help you find out everything about a home's historical data. I mean, we're talking upgrades, repairs, renovations, and ghosts. Not the friendly kind. Sometimes people worry about the additional cost of paying an agent's fees and commissions, but don't worry. As a buyer, you will almost never pay the agent's fee. That's usually the seller's shop. You get to work with this guide for free. So sit back and enjoy the best part of the process, house hunting. You found the house! Oh, it was love at first sight, like the stars were aligned. Time to make an offer. But then, the questions. How much do you offer? Do you go lower than listing price or pay more? What if you're outbid? Now, your agent will be there to help you navigate everything throughout this process. They'll handle the paperwork and take all the guesswork out of placing an offer. So you'll have to be prepared to pay closing costs. Don't freak out. That includes things like appraisal fees, title insurance, and origination fees. So just factor that into the final price of your home and make sure you've got cash on hand. You ready for this? The next step is the option phase. One last chance to reconsider. But this is your dream home. Who are you kidding? During this phase, you'll want to get the home inspected to make sure everything is in tip-top shape and ready for you when you move in. Who didn't get the inspection? Okay, wait! Before you buy your home, you've got one last character to consult. Your home inspector. They've got expertise that your lender and your guide don't and can save you tons of money and headaches down the line. Trust me, their keen eye for detail will help you avoid any unnecessary repairs. Depending on what's discovered, a seller can 1, opt to either fix the issues or 2, deduct the repair costs from the home's purchase price. Let's save that money. Okay, so you'll be paying for the home inspection, but it is worth the peace of mind. Seriously, this is not a part you can skip on. The moment you've been waiting for! Closing on your dream home, the culmination of years of saving and months of anticipation. You are ready to get your keys and move in, but you might have to wait a little bit longer. The average time to close is anywhere from weeks to months, and it can feel like an eternity. In the biz, we call this waiting phase underwriting. It's also the reason why you put together all the documentation at the start of the process. Your lender will do one last verification on your income, your assets, and credit to issue final approval of your loan. So your lender might ask for additional documents and explanations. Be sure to respond quickly. But whatever you do not take out any new lines of credit during this time. The house is inspected. It is move-in ready. You are 2 months older, but a whole lot wiser. And now you want to know, how long does it take for final closing when you reach closing day? It depends. The process may happen in person in about an hour, where everyone sits around a table, signs documents, blah, blah, blah. Or it could take several weeks, as all signatures are collected separately. Once everything is signed, the mortgage company will do one last verification, and the home will be yours! And that's it. All the stress, the scrolling, the PDFs, and the pages of signatures has culminated in this. Keys in your hand and a new zip code to remember. Now, all you've got to do is move in. Yes, I said you. Unfortunately, I can't help with that. I'm not big on manual labor. These nails. We covered a lot, but it was just the broad strokes. Check out the rest of our explainers for deep dives into a lot of what we touched on in this episode and everything else you need to know about home buying. The next step? Well, jumping onto Rocket Homes and scrolling through home listings. I bet you already have a head start.